Well, I got lost. Today I'm on a solo adventure, kind of off the beaten path. I'm not exactly sure how to get where we're going. We are going to try to find the Yellow Dog River Falls. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so hopefully we don't run into any problems while we're out in the middle of nowhere with no service. I mean, what could go wrong? This would be beautiful in the fall. Well, I got lost. Right around when I was taking a picture or video of that sign, that was where I was supposed to turn. Anyway, I ended up going like 5 miles past my turn before my GPS actually, like, I don't know if it was lagging or I just really wasn't paying attention for that 5 miles, but yeah, I went 5 miles past my turn, so had to backtrack again. So basically 5 miles and then 5 miles, so 10 miles out of my way. Whoops. This is kind of fun though, like just going, picking a spot on a map and just like going there. So this is what I used to do a lot of the times in the old days, and it's kind of fun to do again. Okay, this is the river, and this must be the parking area. There's one car here. So, there's a glare. Looks like we're here and there's some waterfalls. I have no idea how far. So, guess we will just see what we can see. This is such a peaceful hike. I think for a lot of this video, I'm just gonna let you enjoy the sounds and the sights as I'm seeing them. So this will be kind of a point of view video, as though hopefully you feel like you're immersed in the forest along with me, and you're taking a hike yourself and seeing and hearing everything as I'm hearing it. Because this is so beautiful. So there's a lot of nice little paths down to the water's edge. And there's even some sand down here. So if it were like really hot and I was really hot, I would definitely be taking off my socks and shoes and wading in here. There's a few, right here, I'll show you. There's a really nice deep little hole and there's a sandy beach. Look at that. This is where I would go. You can go right down in there. That's really deep right there. Actually, it's making me wonder how the fishing is here. I'll have to look it up. But what a perfect spot for a swim. I would definitely say to do a little more research than I did. Obviously, you're watching this video, so you'll have the information as I'm learning it. But I would definitely have a map. Like, I do have Gaia maps. I just didn't bother to look at it or download it before I came out here. Again, impromptu. Because I don't know how far this trail goes. It's very well traveled, obviously. I've only seen, I just passed the one couple that were out here with that other car when I pulled up. Other than that, I haven't seen anybody, but the trail is very well traveled. So the trail obviously goes somewhere. I'm just not sure if it's, from what I could see briefly on the Google Maps, is it's just an out and back trail. And I would assume that too, because that other couple left their car and then we're coming back out. I'm just not sure how far it went. I guess I could look back at the map that I took a video of at the beginning, right? Sometimes I'm smart. Okay, so this is weird. I don't know what this is about. If anyone knows what this is, let me know in the comments. It's obviously, maybe this was somebody's favorite fishing spot is what I'm getting out of it. Because I see fishing lures and all sorts of things. Aw, that's special. Yeah. I'm guessing this is a really nice fishing spot right here. Nice and calm. Beautiful. So if you are an OG original watcher of my channel, from like one of my first videos that I ever put on here, I came across another like shrine like that in the middle of the woods while I was driving down a trail in the middle of the night, and it was glowing. So if you're an old original viewer, comment down below if you remember that. Oh, it's like this is just another place where somebody maybe somebody's dog. Oh, look at this spot. Wow, nice. That is deep. It's a cool rock. friends, I think we're getting to the end. There's definitely, most people have definitely turned around by this point. There's hardly any trail left now. So I'm just gonna go a little bit further. I have a hard time turning around. I'm like, what if there's just one more thing right around the bend? But yeah, it's getting hard to tell where the actual trail is here now. Woo! Oh, I hear something. I'm also trying to get away from anybody that might be behind me because I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, looks like we got another plunge. So this is the state of the trail now, by the way. Just a little deer path. But it sounds like something's big's ahead. So I'm glad we kept going. That looks pretty too. I'm making it over the end. This is really powerful. That is a washing machine right there. That's pretty much the end of the trail. There's a bit of a muck trail now. There's a pretty fern forest up here though that I want to take a look at. No, maybe not. I think this might be the end of the road for me. If I had a backpack with my tent or hammock, like I'd just keep going. I'd keep exploring. I love this, just following the river. I used to do it a lot as a kid. I'd say I was probably like 12, 13, somewhere in there, and I just take off and go and follow a river. I don't think my parents ever knew where I was, or well, I don't remember them ever questioning. Back in the old days, just let your kids just go. So I did. This is a beautiful spot. Well, I think I'm going to find a little hiding spot, water the trees, and I'll have to start making my way back. I still have probably an hour hike out, maybe. Well, not that much. I still have the hike out and then a long drive home, so motherhood is calling again. Okay, I can show you the sights and let you hear the sounds of my hike, but I wish you could smell the hike. If you know, you know. Like, it's not only like fresh water and fresh air, but it's right now the pine trees are heating up, so they have that, like the pine sap just smell as you're walking through a forest with lots of pine in it. It's just, I don't know, it's different. I haven't been in, obviously, a lot of forests like down south or anything like that, so I imagine they probably have their own smell. But I'm biased. The forests up here smell the best. Tell me I'm wrong. I am hot. I had to take off my shirt. I'm still sweating. The original forecast when I looked at it for today was only supposed to be 55. I assumed it was going to be super mosquito-y in here. Oh, I did just have a tick, by the way. It was just crawling on me. Probably when I was bushwhacking through in the wrong direction briefly there. But yeah, there's no bugs. It actually seems really strange to not have bugs. But I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm gonna have my quick lunch. We're at the first original falls, which I'm gonna say if you could only see one of them, I mean obviously you'd have to see the first one to see any of the other ones, but I'm gonna say the first one is the best. But the next one is really cool too. They're all really cool. So, but if you can only come out here for a brief hike, the first one I think you'll think is a magnificent falls. After that, the trail gets more treacherous. So yeah, I'm just in awe because I didn't know this was here this whole time. I mean, I've lived around the area. I've lived in Michigan my whole life, and I've never seen these falls. So I'm so glad that I did this. These are not mine that I made. If you're curious, I made my own protein bars normally. The recipe is up on my blog, angelajoyadventures.com. But I didn't have time to make any before I came, so these are still good. They're Kind bars. All right, we made it out. So check-ins as we wrap up the hike. Download maps ahead of time. There's no service out here, just to be safe. Obviously tell people where you're going before you come out here. I didn't do that. It's a beautiful spot. I don't know if you can camp out here. I haven't seen any signs saying no camping. When I get home, I'm going to look up and see whether it's national forest or whatever. Of course, always make sure you brush off your boots before and after. And yeah, enjoy yourself. There's no outhouses here, so plan accordingly. Bring water or a filter, because obviously I could have just filtered the water right out of it. The drive out here is kind of long. It's literally the middle of nowhere, but it's beautiful. It's really pretty. I'm anxious to come back out here and explore other areas around here. So I hope you enjoyed this hike. Check out my blog if you haven't already. I have a lot of articles on there with more information. And of course, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. I try to answer people's messages if I can. So I'll see you over there. Oh, also, I clocked 3.10 miles. So obviously I was doing a little wandering here and there. So we'll say roughly 3 miles out and back if you go way to the end like I did. Total side note. I don't know, is this just a thing like in rural America or rural places where if you're on a gravel road and you see somebody coming, you just slow way down so you don't dust them when you go by? At least that's like polite etiquette when you're on a gravel road. Or is that just me? I don't know. I just was coming upon somebody and I was cruising along and kicking up quite a dust cloud, and anyway, I slowed way down, so it just, you know, and the other person did too, and then we waved. We don't know each other, you know, it's the old Midwest politeness. You wave even though you don't know the person, and you slow way down when you're on a gravel road. so you don't dust them out. So I don't know, just a little random ending of the video for you.